What is up, my love enthusiasts? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how hyped I am for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's get this started. So if you guys missed the Pokemon Present that happened a few days ago, we essentially did get two new Pokemon games. So one is the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but this is the other one that I am very excited about. And we have a lot of leaked information I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Now, take this all with a grain of salt, but everything looks like this was actually legit. Like, I believe, though, correct me if I'm wrong, this is actually the information, like, some of this kind of stuff were shown a few hours before the Legends trailer was revealed. So, for me, I didn't know about it because I woke up 15 minutes before the presentation started, and then we started recording. If you want to see that reaction, I was dead tired, as you could tell from that video. But regardless of that, I'm very excited about this. And now there's been like a lot of things have been floating around. We've been finding new things, and I want to share this kind of stuff with you guys. Like, this is very interesting information. I'm very, very excited for this game, especially what Game Freak is trying to do, trying to innovate the Pokemon franchise as a whole. So to start off, this is a completely different type of Pokemon game that we've never really seen before, and not to mention, like, this is going like down some type of different route, that this is going to be more action RPG like. A lot of the information has been coming out about this game that there's going to be like an ATB gauge coming into with this game. So essentially you could just roam around the open wild of this basically Sinnoh. And what's going to be happening once you start warming around, like, there's going to be Pokemon that could be randomly out in the open. Literally, the Pokemon, it seems like, from what we've been able to see from the information, that it's going to be able to attack you even without an actual Pokemon in your actual party, or even having a Pokemon that's actually out in front of you. So that begs the question that, like, is the player gonna have his own health bar, or is this gonna be like, oh, you take some type of damage and something like happens, like your ATB gauge gets like decreased or something, you know, that kind of stuff? We don't know yet, but it's kind of interesting that you're gonna be using an ATB gauge, and similar to like a lot of like other action RPGs games that are out there right now, and they become really fun. And I actually really do like that kind of that kind of gameplay that, like, we get introduced. And seeing Pokemon take that first direction, that first step into that type of direction, is really interesting. And I'm really very curious how well this is going to turn out with a Pokemon game, because again, this is something we've never seen before. On another note as well, that we can also see that, like, there's going to be brand new type of motions in the game that we've never actually got to experience. There's going to be a rolling escape, hiding, catching, and in field Pokemon, supposedly, when we look at this, there's going to be some high speed, like actual, like, you'll be riding a Pokemon. There's going to be mountain climbing and actual gliding slash flying. Now, this is like a little bit odd, because you could actually see this weird Pokemon, like, it looks like a Standler, but it's not a Standler. And the fact that, like, you could ride this Pokemon and basically traverse Sinnoh with this Pokemon, it begs the question, like, what is this thing? Because as you can see from all the screenshots, they are all blacked out. Like, they just don't have, they're all silhouettes. You can't see what they look like. The climbing one, it looks like you have some type of gear and you start climbing, and it's pretty interesting. And not to mention, there's like some weird dark cloud in the sky when using the flying Pokemon. By the way, that flying Pokemon, I forgot what it was called, the eagle Pokemon from Black and White. I'm sorry, I completely forgot the name of the Pokemon. Forgive me. But there's also, like, you can see some black sky, and that must be like the tallest point of Sinnoh. Most likely Palkia or maybe Arceus, because this is essentially his game. Who knows? Who knows what was going on up there? It's actually kind of scary. And, you know, if this is gonna be like Breath of the Wild, like, interpretation of Pokemon, this sort of gameplay, if you're able to just go straight up there and, you know, fight a boss immediately, like, I'm just gonna say that right now, I'm gonna be scared shitless. That's just me. But continuing on, there's gonna be a lot of these silhouettes, and then, like, you keep going on into these form of information that's all here. Here's an interesting one that shows that, like, level 11 Lucario has 102 HP. Now you can see from the screenshot right here, that's not normal because a Lucario at that level is only supposed to have a level an HP stat of 70. Now this is very interesting to see because maybe Pokemon Company is just like throwing like their whole like stat system and just like doing something completely different from what they're traditionally have done from all their other Pokemon games. And you know, it could be a fun twist, and who knows what the stats are going to be for their Pokemons, because it is going to be completely different. And not to mention, who knows, we can see like higher attack, higher defense, but obviously there's going to be things that are going to be accommodating to that. And this is where I'm looking at. There's this weird mechanic they're going to be adding called the King or Boss Fight. So this whole thing is very interesting because if you see this Pokemon, this has to be a Pokemon, by the way, it looks weird. It looks completely out of nowhere. This weird, like it could be just because of the effects on it, but at the same time it just doesn't look natural. It's something we've never seen before. And obviously there's been people who had artist rendition of this actual Pokemon, and as you can see, it looks kind of funky, I'm not gonna lie. Then again, like I said, this can't be like an actual thing where like light particles and stuff, and that's why it's all being affected by that. It looks cool, but the funny thing about all this is that like the Pokemon, this Pokemon in particular, it looks like a Farfetch. Like it might be hard to see, like I know it looks really hard to see, but like as another artist rendition, it looks like a Farfetch. And maybe what this is showing us at least is that like we're seeing Pokemons where they had to adapt and evolve into their new environment. And the same thing happens with like, you know, the Galarian's Farfetch. Like it actually is completely different from the regular Farfetch that we've seen from Kanto. This variation of a Farfetch could have like been like this to survive in Sinnoh, and you know, it kind of grew big or something. Who knows why it's so huge, but like it could have over time adapted to the Farfetch that we know today. So that's what's very interesting about this, and I am totally on board that like we have like pre-existing evolutions of actual Pokemon that we know. Like there's another one like people are talking about where like, you know, Porygon, you know, we all love our man Porygon, but like obviously Porygon is a man-made Pokemon that's made out of data. And what if like they took the inspiration from another Pokemon, and what if that Pokemon was called Origami? And it looks really cool, but that's the kind of thing like that could be where Porygon might have got its origins from, and they just recreated Porigami into like the digital format. Like that's what's so crazy. We don't know, like we can see like different forms of Pokemon we've never seen before because evolution took place. We're not talking about like regular Pokemon evolution, we're talking about like actual evolution, like we evolved, you know, from actual different species. The same thing can happen to Pokemon, and the fact that like this is like could be a thing, it's very interesting, and I really can't wait to see like where they're gonna go with this idea of like pre-evolution Pokemon, and we see different things. Another thing that like they show us is like, you know, Rowlet has an evolution which goes all the way to Decidueye. This could lead to like a different evolution branch because Decidueye like was a thing from the Alolan region. What if Decidueye evolved in Sinnoh in this particular time period? It would have been completely different, and this is what we got, and it's like I love it. Like it matches the theme because, you know, there's supposed to be the archer, the warrior, and the samurai. The samurai, and obviously the warrior is Typhlosion. But this is like questioning everything that like on our heads. Where is this gonna go? Like this is so interesting. I can't wait to see this whole game unfolds and we get more information as time goes out. We're gonna probably get more information during E3 and a bunch of other different type of events, but like this is the first step, and I'm very excited to see where this game goes because who knows. Oh yeah, here's another thing where it shows like a Nuzleaf being like your helper to probably climb up, which could be possible, we don't know, but you know, like there's so much possibility to this game that like I'm getting really excited, more than the Diamond and Pearl remakes. And I still like Diamond and Pearl remakes, I can't wait for them, but like yeah, no, Legends is on a different plane existent. I'm just gonna say it flat out. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts on the actual Pokemon Legends Arceus games? Are you excited about it? Are you excited about any of the new mechanics that are gonna probably be implemented in the game? Basically, this is like this is the Breath of the Wild Pokemon game. I don't know what else to say other than we all better be prepared, because this is something completely out of left field, and I'm in for the ride. I'm on this roller coaster till the very end. Other than that, guys, let me know in the comments below how you feel about this game. And sheesh, let's get this ride started. Anyway, have yourself a goddamn good one. Remember, guys, stay safe out there. Wear a mask. Remember, I'm just a guy on the internet. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, go right ahead at Sir Love for Bread. I'll be there. I'm always on there. I'm always tweeting out. I'm always, big number means better person. But, that's just me. Anyway, I digress. Have yourself a goddamn good one. I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara and